Hello and welcome to Wonderful Facts on the Tortoise. I'm actually making this video for my older brother. He loves tortoises. So Daemeon, this video is for you, but I hope everyone enjoys. This is Wonderful Facts on the Tortoise. So the first thing I want to talk about in this video is tortoises have a shell to protect them from predators. This shell is made up of three main parts. The top part of the shell is called the carapace. The underside part of the shell is called the plastron, and the part connecting the two is called the bridge. The carapace is fused to the tortoise. This is the top part of the shell, and it's actually fused to the tortoise's vertebrae and rib cage, actually making it impossible for the tortoise to leave its shell. Tortoises can vary in size. They can go from just a few centimeters to 2 meters, which is about 6 foot. They can get pretty big. Tortoises are the longest living land animal in the world. The Galapagos tortoise are known to live for about 150 years, though there are some tortoises that were noted to live an estimated 255 years. But in general, tortoises live between 80 and 150 years. Most tortoises have small clutches. Rarely will a tortoise have a clutch of over 20 eggs. Most tortoises actually have a clutch of only about 1 to 2 eggs. Even though they have small clutches, tortoises have a long incubation period. The egg-laying part is normally just an overnight event, but once the mother covers her eggs with sand and other organic materials, the eggs are just left there. Depending on the species, the incubation period can last 60 to 160 days. Female tortoises have a noticeable V-shaped notch under their tail. This notch is there to help eggs pass through their shell easier. Tortoises are herbivores. This means they strictly eat plants, but some juvenile tortoises may eat worms and insect larvae for additional protein while they're still growing. Differences between male and female tortoises. There are several differences between the two. In a lot of species, the male will have a longer and more protruding neck plate than the females. Also, in a lot of tortoise species, the females will have longer claws. The females are also typically larger than the males, but the males typically have a longer tail than the females. In the older days, the Chinese would use tortoise shells as oracle bones to help them make predictions. The unique tortoise brain. This is the last thing I want to talk about in this video today, and that's how unique the tortoise's brain is. For some reason, tortoises from Central and South America do not have a part of the brain called the hippocampus. This part of the brain relates to learning, emotions, memory, and navigation. In the 17th century, Francisco Redi did an experiment on land tortoises and removed its brain. The tortoise continued to live for 6 months despite the fact that it no longer had a brain. Redi did the same experiment on freshwater tortoises, but they didn't seem to live for as long. Redi also did an experiment where he completely cut off the tortoise's head, and it still lived for 23 days, which is insane with no head. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been Tortoises Wonderful Facts, and I hope you learned something new.